Hey, for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you might have seen this post I put up last week about having a full calendar and how you're not a real agency owner until your calendar is full. And in this video, I want to break down my onboarding process for new sales hires. And one of the main reasons I want to do that is in the private Facebook group, which you can join by becoming a Patreon. In that group, we put up polls like once every 2 weeks. And one of the top polling items in the poll we did was having trouble recruiting salespeople and having trouble with the salespeople you have, making them produce. So in this video, Experiment 27 just hired literally 5 people. So our company more than doubled in size just today. This is the day that they're all starting. And I want to do this as like a future video. Maybe I'll come back and like show you how it's going. But this is my plan for onboarding these new hires. Feel free to do something similar or give me feedback below. Let's jump into it. So this is this week's calendar. I'm going to jump a few in the future so that all the recurrings are on here. So here is what I do to manage Experiment 27. We've got 2 masterminds where it's me and my co-founder talking about every client we have. One on Monday morning and one on Friday morning for 20 minutes. And in this, we literally have an Excel doc. I went through it in the 4 Disciplines of Execution video, which I'll link below, where we go through every single account we have and talk about how we're doing. Those meetings have been incredibly helpful for us growing. Then we've got 2 daily meetings here. One is the daily outreach stand-up, where it's me, my director of biz dev, Afnan, and the 3 salespeople that we have underneath him right now. And this is to talk about client outreach. So one of the things we sell at Experiment 27 is we send cold emails on behalf of people. That's one of the services we offer. And this meeting is our production stand-up for that meeting. So in it, Afnan runs the meeting and he makes sure that every account is on track for hitting their goals of number of meetings booked per month. I'm also in this meeting. Eventually, I won't be in this meeting anymore. This will just be production. And then the other daily meeting I have is a daily sales stand-up. So besides doing outreach for customers, cold email has been the #1 channel for our growth. Number 2 is this YouTube channel. #1 channel for our growth since we started doing it earlier this year in about July. And because of that, Afnan, who's our director of BD, is moving from production work, which is what he's done before we hired these 3 people underneath him, to now doing sales for X27 full time. And we brought on another guy, Cameron, to sell next to him. And what we're doing now is we've got daily sales stand-ups where we're running through our CRM and we're making sure everybody's on the same page. We use Base for our CRM. I just started using that on Friday. We used to use it at Dom and Tom. It's a pretty good CRM. Hopefully I'll do a full review at some point in the future. So that's what we do, daily sales stand-up. These are short meetings where we're gonna go over the accounts that everybody's working on, what their estimated close dates are, and then also what they've been doing to hit their goals. The most important thing when you're hiring sales is to set realistic key performance indicators and then hold them to those indicators. And back to that 4 Disciplines of Execution video, there's 2 different types of indicators, lead and lag measures. Lead measures are measures that you can control with your own power, and lag measures are things that you can't control. So for instance, a good lag measure for each of my sales guys is 10 closes per month, or about $85,000 in revenue per salesperson per month. And that's a lag measure, right? Because they can't just be like, oh no, I need more closes, and then get more closes. They have to do other things, aka the lead measure, which is for each salesperson, they're doing 150 customer touch points per week to new business customers. So whether that's 100 cold emails and 50 cold calls, 75 emails, 75 cold calls, 150 cold emails, whatever they decide is the best way to approach customers, they're each doing that 150 times every single week that they work. And that's what I'm going to hold them accountable to, even more than the quarterly goal, which is $250,000 a month per salesperson in sales, or the monthly goal, which is 10 closes per month. So I'm going to be holding them to that 150 contacts per week, and I'll let you know in a future video how that panned out. Besides that, we have a weekly product stand-up that I just added. We've got Isfan, who's our product manager. product manager, like making sure everybody stays on track. And then my co-founder, Robert, who runs production. It's me and them in a meeting, digging through every account, similar to how we'll do on the one-on-one, making sure that all of our projects are in sync and happening. The other recurring meetings that we have are all one-on-ones. So basically every client or every employee that we have sits for 30 minutes with me and we do one-on-ones once a week. And I've been doing this with all of our clients, or all of our team members, and now I've got them with all of our new ones. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. That is that. And during these one-on-ones, I stole this or borrowed this from these guys' manager tools, and I'll give a link to that podcast below on one-on-one specifically. Listen to that, and I also got it from my old boss, Jeff Sale at Dom & Tom. He was a huge proponent of one-on-ones, and he framed it exactly like this. So basically the one-on-ones, first 10 minutes are for the employee to talk about whatever they want to talk about, what they're struggling with, what their goals are, how they're doing, that sort of thing. The second middle 10 minutes are for me to coach them, like me to tell them what I want from them. And then the last 10 minutes are about the future, where they see themselves in the company, where they see themselves going as a employee or as a person in their life. The last recurring meeting I have is a monthly town hall. Basically, this is the town hall where we all are on the same call together for a half hour and we run through a town hall agenda. I took this almost directly from how Dom and Tom runs their town halls. They would have up to 40 people in one room, and we have this agenda where we celebrate, our new clients, and we give everybody a chance to pitch in on this doc and suggest questions or agenda items as we go. And this is a good way to keep culture going. In terms of communication, then we'll also have a Slack channel, and we're running our Slack channel constantly for all of our different categories here. And that's it. That's how I'm going to onboard these sales hires, and that's basically how we're running our business right now. I hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully you got some ideas. Do you have any feedback on the way that we're doing it? Feel free to leave that in the comments below, or if you got anything from this, I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. Like this video to encourage this type of content, and subscribe to this channel for more B2B sales training. If you need marketing support for your digital agency, check out experiment27.com. Thanks.